dear, Lorna, thank you for that. Yes, we're in the travel clinic, and we've got quite a lot of news this morning. And there's another scam that I want to bring your attention to, but it's hugely complicated, and I don't know. What I maybe do is I may post this email on the travel clinic part of the website. My presenter page has a link to the travel clinic, which is where we post all the information, or most of the information that I've given out on the travel clinic, for other people to look at. And it'll be worth looking at, especially if you have a partner who is a non-EU citizen. Because this was sent in from Cliff, and he says, my partner is from Thailand, and I've just got back from a week in Amsterdam. The Dutch embassy requires non-EU nationals to apply for a short-stay Schengen visa. This is fine, and they're entitled to do this. However, they must issue Schengen visas to family members of EU nationals free of charge as soon as possible and on the basis of an accelerated procedure. Now, what Cliff goes on to say is that basically some embassies, and in particular the Dutch embassy, has set up a premium rate number for you to apply for these short-stay visas, which you shouldn't have to pay for, because his partner is actually from Thailand, and is a family member. So it is a partner of an EU citizen, so you shouldn't be having to pay for it. So what's happened is Cliff has applied for this visa for his partner, obviously to go to Amsterdam, and the call went on for over 10 minutes, and he ended up paying £16. Not directly for the free visa, but obviously by the telephone. Now, this is absolutely ridiculous. And it's the same for Ireland. If you want to go and visit Ireland, you have to call a premium rate visa information line, and that costs £1.50 a minute. Cliff thinks this is illegal. Now, I think it probably is, and he's actually consulted a solicitor. But he wants to know this. Do you think it's fair to ask the Dutch and Irish embassies to refund these unlawful charges? Yes, I do. And he says, Carol, can you please ask how many of your other listeners are in relationships with non-EU nationals and who have had to pay £1 a minute to arrange short-stay visas in Europe, or £1.50 a minute to visit Ireland? So if you have had to do that and you feel aggrieved, please let me know. By email only, carol@lbc.co.uk, because then hopefully I can compile a whole file of people who have done this, and then I can forward them on to Cliff, and then perhaps he'll have a case for applying for these charges to be withdrawn, because everybody seems to get bank charges back these days, and then people are getting ripped off for these so-called free visas that they're supposed to issue free, but they're not. They're being done on premium rate numbers. So if you have experienced this, then let's try and do something about it. As Francis said, what happens after your rants, Carol? Well, let's try and do something about this to help Cliff, and let's see if we can get all those charges back, because it's obviously completely wrong and shouldn't be allowed. All right? So email carol@lbc.co.uk if you're in a relationship, or your partner, is from a non-EU country, and you've been ripped off by premium rate phone lines when applying for short stay visas to other European countries. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, me back. Sorry. I was so engrossed in this email that I'm reading. You know, I did touch on the whole ID card thing because of the passports earlier, and I've just accumulated now a stack of emails for and against ID, and so I'm going to discuss ID cards next week, okay? Because it is a really good discussion to be had. If you get time, have a look at the No to ID campaign website, and also, next week, right? I just haven't got time.